Hello bookworms! Today I'm here to do another news and stuff video. You guys seem to have enjoyed what I've posted so far of these, and I really like doing them because I think it's really fun to like follow the book news and then get to talk about the things that I'm excited about with you guys. This is my 8th one, and I definitely don't see this stopping like anytime soon, so hopefully you enjoy. The first bit of news that I have is something that I actually forgot to mention in my last video. So I had shown you guys the cover reveal for One Dark Throne, which is the second book in the Three Dark Crowns duology by Kendara Blake, but I forgot to mention that the rights to it was actually purchased by Fox. So there's a good chance that we can potentially at some point in the future hopefully see Three Dark Crowns adapted. So that will be so cool because that book was so good. I do kind of wish that it was a trilogy instead of a duology, which I never thought I would say before, but the only reason is because the first one's called Three Dark Crowns, the second one could have been called like Two Something Something, and then the final one would be One Dark Throne. So I just think that that was like a missed opportunity, but maybe there will be like a short story or something fun. The next bit of news is that we have gotten a trailer for the Everything Everything movie, which is based on the book by Nicole Yoon, and I really loved that book. I think that the movie looks fantastic, and I am so excited to see this story like on the big screen. I think it's so cool that it's getting adapted and that it had like kind of happened so quickly. I think that it's going to be really good. I think that Amandla, who is like the actress that's playing the main character, I think that she's going to do a phenomenal job, and I just cannot wait. Then another bit of news, which was like kind of shocking and really exciting, is that Philip Pullman actually announced another trilogy of books that's set in the same world as His Dark Materials. And the way that he described it was really interesting because he said it's not a prequel and it's not a sequel, it's an equal, which is something that we really haven't heard before. So the first book is called Book of Dust, and it follows Lyra, and it takes place during the same time that His Dark Materials was taking place. And then the second book in the series, which doesn't have a title yet, is going to follow her in her 20s, and he has not yet revealed any information about the third book. The next announcement is that Marissa Meyer is actually going to be coming out with a new book on November 7th. I cannot wait to get my hands on a new Marissa Meyer book because I just love the Lunar Chronicles and Heartless so much. So I'm really excited that we're going to be getting something that's a full-length novel new from her this year, because Wires and Nerves came out earlier and that was super great too, but it wasn't like a full thing that you can invest a lot of time in. So her new book is called Renegades, and there really isn't too much information about it yet. All it says is that it involves secret identities and someone who wants like justice and someone who wants vengeance, I think, and they both stand to lose everything. The next couple bits of news are cover reveals. The first one being Warrior Genius by Michael Dante DiMartino. The first book in the series is called Rebel Genius. It's a middle grade fantasy series. I've been meaning to read that first book for so long, but I haven't done it yet. But for those who don't know, it is written by the co-creator of Avatar: The Last Airbender. So that was initially what got me like really excited for the series. And then I listened to a couple of interviews with him talking about it, and it has like recently gotten me more excited. So once this new cover came out, I was like, oh yeah, I like need to put that on my TBR for very soon because the new cover looks really nice too. The next cover reveal is for the second book in the Graces series, which is called The Curses. It's really cool and really creepy looking. I really love it. I hope that it has some like metallic detailing on the cover too that we just like might not see yet on the flat image online, but it's so cool. I love the eye. I love like the like dripping green stuff that looks like kind of like slime. I just think it's really, really pretty, and it definitely is going to be a book that I am going to be reading in October. Oh, duh, like most exciting news ever. They did a cover reveal for the new Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban illustrated book, and it is like everything that I wanted for this third book. Andrew and I were talking about recently how it's really funny that like the night bus and the flying car tend to be two of the things that get like illustrated the most often when talking about those second two Harry Potter books, but they really don't play like a huge part in that story. But anyway, the cover is a beautiful illustration of the night bus and I love it so very much. The UK version has the title in yellow and the font is a little bit smaller, and the US version has the font in like a lime green and it's a little bit bigger. The US version kind of reminds me of like a Goosebumps book, so I'm very torn on which one I'm going to order, but I'm leaning toward US just because, like, I don't think that the green pops as much against the Night Bus illustration, but I like that it has like a nostalgia feel of two series that really got me like into reading. So I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do, but I'm not 100% positive. Another cover reveal was for Warcross by Murray Liu, and oh my god, it is gorgeous. Like, there's this amazing like rainbow cube on the cover, and I just want it like immediately. And it sounds really cool too, because I believe that it has to do with gaming. So it's definitely something that is like high on my list. Like, I had wanted to read it, but then as soon as I saw that cover, I was like, whoa, like, give it to me now. And the final cover reveal that I have to talk about is for Hunting Prince Dracula by Carrie Maniscalco. And this is the second book in the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. I really like it. I think that it is, like, I love that it's in the same style as the first one. I think that they did a good job of like making those covers cohesive looking. And since it's Dracula, it has more of like a red kind of vibe to it. It's more of like a reddish kind of cover, and it just works really, really well. And it looks like Audrey, who's like the main character, is holding a stake on the cover, which is really cool. And I'm definitely looking forward to like reading more of her adventures because I really enjoyed that first book. It's also been announced that an illustrated version of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is going to be coming out on November 7th. I think everyone had seen that coming since Harry Potter is just coming out with all of the same books again and again and again. And that was bound to happen for Fantastic Beasts now that they have the movie franchise. So there hasn't been like a cover or anything for that yet, but now we have the release date, at least, that it's coming November 7th. I'm sure they'll probably reveal that like kind of soon. Another exciting like movie kind of thing is that Mandy Moore has actually joined the cast of The Darkest Minds. So that's really cool. She's going to be playing a doctor that wants to stop like the horrible treatment of teenagers in this like dystopian world. So it sounds like it's gonna be cool. I wasn't like the hugest fan of the first book. It took me a really long time to read. I don't know why, but I definitely want to see the movie, and the cast like just keeps getting better and better. Another very interesting bit of news is I've been talking a little bit about Famous in Love, which is the new show that's going to be coming out on Freeform. It is based on a book by Rebecca Searle. I think that's how you say her name. I think it's going to be kind of like Pretty Little Liars-esque, which is something that I'm looking forward to because I like watching like just fun, mindless shows like that sometimes. So really interesting. After the pilot debuts on Freeform, you're also going to be able to binge the entire series either on the Freeform app or on Hulu. And I just thought that was a really interesting choice for them to make, to release the entire series at one time instead of going the traditional route and showing us one episode per week. I had read that they're probably doing that to compete with streaming services, but I just thought it was an interesting choice nonetheless, because I don't think any other TV show has really done that so far. And lastly, completely unrelated to books, but there are little Yuri on Ice Nendroids, and they're the cutest things ever. So I just wanted to tell you about them because I really loved that anime and it was so cute. And I'm so excited they're coming out with like merchandise and statues and stuff for it. It was super cute. But anyway, that's all that I have for this video. So let me know what you're most excited about, or if you know of any other cover reveals that I might have missed or something. And I will see you guys soon in a new video. Bye!